Hello everyone. So in the last videos we had covered the topics of fractions like introduction of fractions, the types of fractions and the addition and subtraction of like and unlike fraction. And in this video we are going to learn the comparison of fractions. Okay, so first case is if two fractions with the same denominator are given the one with the greater numerator is greater. This means कि अगर if you have two fractions that have the same denominator, okay, they have the same denominator, so the fraction that have the greater number as the numerator is the greater. Okay, for example, like you have 1 upon 5 and 4 upon 5. So here we have the same denominator. Okay, we have the same number as denominator. So we will check whose numerator is greater. Okay, so here 4 upon 5, here the numerator 4 is greater. So 4 upon 5 is greater fraction. Okay, so the next case is if the two fractions with the same numerator are given the one with the smaller denominator is greater. So if you have two fractions that have the same numerator, okay, and you have to compare that which one of them is greater. So what will you do? You will look for the smaller denominator and the number with the smaller denominator is greater. For example, like you have 5 upon 9 and 5 upon 2. So here the numerators are same, and now what you will do, you will look for the smaller denominator. Okay, and here this 2 is smaller than 9. So the greater fraction here is 5 upon 2. Okay, so now Now we will learn to compare two or more fractions. Okay, so step 1 is find the LCM of the denominators, like we used to do in the addition or subtraction of unlike fractions to make the fractions like fractions. Okay. Step 2 is make the denominators equal to the LCM to make the fractions like fractions. Okay. Then step 3 is, now here in this step 3 you will get the fractions as like fractions. Okay, so in the last step what you will do, you will compare the numerators of the fractions. Okay, like for example, now let's take an example to understand this. Okay, for example, let's take 4 upon 5 and 3 upon 4. Okay, so first of all what we will do, taking the LCM of the denominators. Okay, so the LCM will be 2 into 2 into 5, that will be 40. Now we will make the denominators equal to the LCM. Okay, so now we will make the fractions equivalent fractions. We have already learned how to make the fractions equivalent, okay, in the previous videos. So now we will multiply the numerator and the denominator with the same number to make the denominator, sorry, the LCM will be 20. To make the denominator 40. Okay, so 5 into 4, so this will be 4 into 4, 16, and this will be 3 into 5, 15. Okay, now we have like fractions here. Now what we will do, we will compare the numerators. So which one is greater? As you can see, the numerator 16 is greater. So this fraction 16 upon 20 is greater than 15 upon 20. Okay, that's all for today. Rest we will do in the next class.